Eminence Front X5 and Larry Word here, coming to you from Santa Cruz Springs, up here in the Santa Cruz Mountains, up in the Spring Mountains out here near Pahrump. The springs, not so springy. Maybe a little trickle of water coming out of a rock. Little pool of water, not enough to really get your feet wet, really. But they are springs. If you're short on water, that's a good place to filter water out of. Okay, so that was a big dud, finding a hot spring or even a cold spring or a natural spring out here. But what I did discover, man, it's beautiful out here. These rock formations are insane. Now, coming back down or up, coming up to this, I was looking for petroglyphs all the way up. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Crawled around through the sides a little bit, here and there, nothing. On the way back, after looking at the springs, on the way back in, I found some petroglyphs. Check this out. I got to this spot right here. I thought it was very picturesque, especially up in this area, all the way up to this rock. I thought it was like a focal point, that spot right there, dead center. So I thought, well, it looks like just a quick jaunt off the path back to the car, which is this way, about 3 miles, 2-3 miles. So I decided to crawl up here and take a look. The path I took, I was coming down this path here after looking for the springs, couldn't find anything. So I headed up here. Very simple little walk. Those are definitely not petroglyphs, that's natural formation. But then I ran into this. Look at that, guys. And look at that guy there. That is definitely not natural. It's definitely man-made. And then just above it, on this next ledge up, more. Pretty amazing. You could not see this from down there. The only thing I can guess was maybe there was a lot of water traveling through here at one point, and people were fishing, probably, or if it weren't fishing, maybe it were live game was coming through here and they were just hunting from the ledge up here. Hard to tell. But yeah, here's the petroglyphs I've been looking for. They're everywhere up here. Down here. Now if we continue on, we'll find even more. Oops, almost fell. It's pretty amazing up here what you can find. Just poking around. This is really hard to make out, but it definitely looks like someone was doing something here. I definitely recognize this little circle. But yeah, it's all over here. Now you see circles everywhere, like right dead center, there's a circle. You see that it's a reoccurring theme out here. But they're not putting petroglyphs on the rock sides, so it makes it impossible to see anything that you're seeing petroglyph-wise from the ground up. There's definitely something right there. Again, that reoccurring circle theme. It's just everywhere. It's very faint, but in spots, but then it's very prominent in others. Let's see here. There's also a circle across the way there, right about there. You see that? It's pretty far ways down there. As you can see, my foot's very close to going all the way down. That's probably 2 stories down there, probably 3. So be careful, Larry. Okay, so some more petroglyphs. Now, this is getting very close to the edge. I see another circle down here. Very hard to make out, but there's some kind of figure there. Now, why would you be up here leaving petroglyphs? Unless they were camping out up here, or fishing, one of the two, or waiting for game to come through, like I was saying earlier. But there's more. there's a lot more. A lot more. So let me scale up this real quick. Scrambling up some rocks here. Using these little guys as steps as I come up. I'm up at this overhang now. This big boulder acting like a roof or covering for all this stuff up here. This petroglyphs. It's like petroglyph above or on top of petroglyph to the point where it was just getting erased. So yeah, it kind of starts here. Here's that circle, dots in it. Not sure what that's all about. More circles here. And all through here. Look at this. Someone spent a lot of time in here. It's almost like it's a natural, what do you call it? Shelter. That could be. Stuff's all over up here. Here's what's in the shadow. Again, too much to really make out, but they must have been telling stories up here while waiting or hanging out. That's all I can figure. What do you guys think? More petroglyphs. Go figure, guys. There's even stuff way over here. And this ledge here, there's petroglyphs there too. Pretty freaking far out. I've always been interested in these petroglyphs, and I've never get to really see them like this, but it's pretty amazing. Oops, sorry. Took my focus off. And as you walk through here, you find more and more all the way up through here. And it kind of stops right there, but it doesn't go much further up. I explored up here, not much. Even way up there, nothing much up there either. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm blown away. And I'm very happy that I came out here. These white marks in the rock right here, that's, I believe that's quartz. There's big pieces of it out here. Not sure if it's enough to actually get any gold out of, but there's plenty of quartz in these mountains. But yeah, I kind of scoured this side of the hill. Then I went across the way in hopes that maybe I can find something on this side. Nothing. Although I did follow these paths up and did the same kind of looking around, and I couldn't find one darn thing. So, yeah. Bizarro. But that's Pahrump, way out in there in the distance. But again, like I'm about 2 or 3 miles away from where I parked the car. I could not get the Eminence Front X5 all the way up here. It gets pretty darn bumpy, where you actually need a good 4x4 with a good lift suspension. Anyway, pretty awesome. I'm thinking that they purposely put these petroglyphs up higher so you could not see them. And that it was done intentionally this way. They're not on the sides of the rocks as you would think they would be. These are on the tops. Really weird. I always thought they would be on the sides where you could see them, you know. But this is definitely something where people were, you know, kind of squatted about and giving some instruction of some sort. Not quite sure. But I'm blown away. I'm very intrigued by this. I am very pumped up about what I'm seeing. So yeah, I wasn't even really coming out here for this, but I am seeing how it's kind of laid out now, and it makes sense. If I were a prehistoric man or ancient man, and let's say there was a river running through this, an ancient river. I would probably camp out here too and fish, get some food. You got shelter above you, especially with something like this rock overhang. It's just amazing. I get it. I get why I can't see this stuff. So yeah, interesting as it is. Try not to walk on any of this stuff. I'm pretty darn blown away by this stuff. So that's it. I had a great time out here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little browse around this little area up here in the mountains. This is the Spring Mountains. It's called Santa Cruz Springs is where I'm at in the Spring Mountains, on the Pahrump side of the Spring Mountains. About, I don't know, about 7-8 miles away from pavement, about 3 miles away from the X5. There's a ton of wild horses, a ton of bees, and a little spring up the way. Not much to really talk about, even shoot video of. But this, the petroglyphs on this side, amazing, truly amazing. I'm blown away. There's some modern graffiti out here, but it was put up in 2004, I think. I think that's the date I read. And here is the modern graffiti. It's 2004, I believe. I think Sarah was here. Wonder hussy. But maybe not, because JJ put their initials up here. Now, this looks to be just some regular paint, not like, I mean, this can be taken off, but really, people, come on. I don't get it. That's the only thing I've seen that's really man-made. I did see one beer bottle. Madolo, I think is what it was. Anyway, guys, if you get a chance to come out here, I definitely encourage you to do it. It's beautiful. Just out of kicks, I'm going to come up here, and on my way back, I thought I'd come up one more ledge to see if there's any more petroglyphs down here. Further downstream from where I was at. It's pretty far downstream. Oh, I do see them. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Would you look at this? Ouch! I just sat on that son of a bitch. Ow! Look at that. I can't make heads or tails out of that. Looks like a bunch of lines. It almost looks like they're letters, but they're not. They're just straight up and down lines with, I don't know what's going on over here. This little arc. I love this stuff. Some more right here. Again, hard to tell what that is. It's too faded out. This definitely looks like a man figure with his hands up and two legs spread. And it looks like that's kind of like a beetle with a head and antennas. Or maybe a ladybug. Maybe that's a little kid. I don't know, but there's something coming out of the, maybe a penis or something coming out of the stick figure there. What else can we find up here? Not sure what that could be. There's this guy. There's that man figure, but this time, like, it looks like there's a circle as a body, and then you got the stick figure in there. Weird. Common theme around here, though. There's some older stuff here. Can't quite make that out. Or that. There are these here. Again, kind of hard to make out. However, that is pretty clear. Now that looks similar to, that right there looks similar to this one right here, except this one's just kind of washed out or something. This here definitely looks more complete. 3 lines with a circle and a line going through it. What else is out here? There's these guys. Step around that. There's 2 markings dead center there. Not much of a petroglyph that could have been made by anything, but that looks like man-made. 2 parallel lines. That's a raven, yes. They tend to follow me out in the middle of nowhere. Matter of fact, a whole gaggle just went through there. Not seeing much else on this side. But you know what? I bet you along this little cliff out here. Is that what I'm saying? Hard to make out, but it looks like there might be some more over here. I'm going to go explore that as well. Yeah, I'm finding more. What do you guys think? Almost looks like one, right? Ooh, look at this stuff. Big thorn. This is the first time I've seen petroglyphs on the side. Now, I think this used to be upright against there. So this looks like it was done from top down, but who knows? Again, here's that here's that symbol. Almost looks like a hidden Mickey, but this looks like that circle with the lines through it again. Looks like a human figure right there. Of course, there's more stuff on this rock here, but it looks a lot more ancient. It's really faded. Holy cow. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. Oh my goodness, it's all over up here. This is like the bonanza of petroglyphs up here. Look at this. It's on everything, especially here. Look at all this stuff down here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's almost as if they were doing like showing people trails or each other trails and where they've been. It's hard to tell. There's more up here. It's everywhere, guys. It's up here. Hard to make out what that stuff is. Bunch of circles again. Circle. Circle with a dot in it. Double circle connecting with a dot in it. 3 lone circles, no connection. Snake? God, it goes on. Please don't tell me that's gold glistening in that. Might be hard to see in here, but these, again, are the circle with the lines connecting into them. Another circle. Now there's 4 circles, no dots. I see some more on the side here. It's kind of hard to get to, but they're right there. I'm very low on battery, so I'm just kind of jamming through this. Excuse the jerky camera, but I'm scrambling pretty quickly to get as much in as I can. So yeah, we just came through this whole area up through there, and petroglyphs everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I'm not seeing anything on this side. It's too broken up. I have noticed that the further up you get away from this trail, the less you see of petroglyphs. So, you know, I could spend all day long scouring through here, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing up there. They all stayed pretty close to here. I mean, all the petroglyphs kind of stay in this area. Yeah, let's go this way real quick. Seriously, I'm down to about 2% on this camera. Let's see how long we can go. But I don't see any more up here. I'll cruise over here, but I think that's going to be it for today's video. How fun is this? This is an absolute explorer for me. Yeah, but there's nothing up here petroglyph-wise. Nothing. I'm going to turn off and go down to the bottom. Oh, there's an off-road vehicle up here. Maybe they'll give me a lift back. Pretty amazing. Well, I'm going to head on back. I'll catch you guys in a few. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming along, guys. M-X from X5 and Larry Word out.